to work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chilling at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever, and it's soaking my socks. Kick my kicks off and took off my jacket, roll my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blast them. They started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like the struggle. We dancing in the rain. I'm gonna try to do the same thing. Yeah, don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Snoop your, snoop your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Snoop your, snoop your. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, cause he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration. The best of them did. Well, that's them, see, I can't handle this pressure for. And if you ask me, stress is a. My girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now I'm cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me while I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remembered my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's rapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times that I was homeless and the times when I was broke. And this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna dance slow in the. Check it. Don't nobody wanna. Don't nobody. Anybody. You. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set and on the hill, Taijuan Walker.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And now, Harrison Bader. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Over to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Now Correa up to hit. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. First pitch misses.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Misses the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's Royce Lewis. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 outs, base is empty. Off the mark there, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Buxton makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to France. Harper retired. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swings through that one out in front that time.
The count.
That one fouled off. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Rojas going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Matt Wallner. Fought off foul. Comes up empty. No score here in the second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That's to third. Boom. Out number 3. Back here in Philadelphia, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Lopez back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Alec Bohm in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Brandon Marsh swings through it for strike one. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
This is Bryson's stop. Golden opportunity right here. Towards first, France. Off-balance feet, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johan Rojas. Runner on the go. Swinging a foul out of play. Runner goes again. This one in the dirt. Stop. Up to second. Runner at third hold, so both runners are now in scoring position. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Now he breaks his back. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. New inning getting started. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Rojas sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a foul straight back. One out, bases empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Trevor Larnach.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. Here's Trey Turner. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Turner runs. And there's a foul ball. Turner on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go again. It's a pitch out.
2 strikes.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. Right side. Throws to first. Harper retired. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He popped out his first time. Foul ball there. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. So here's Bader now. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Correa, the next to hit, takes high for ball one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Squeezes it, and there's one down. Next to hit, Royce Lewis. 0 for 1 so far. Pickoff throw. Bader dives back.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Glove side, but it gets through. Around second is Bader, and it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He recognized the rotation of the baseball out of the hand, stayed tall on the backside, and crushed that pitch the other way.
Buxton in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, and 1-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this
1
spot.
ball, 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Matt Wallner.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going, gone. And they lead it. It's 4-1. 1 down. Ryan Jeffers, the next twin. Pitching change here, Joe Ross.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
There's a swing and a miss. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Line drive, base hit.
Four hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
France swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And that skips into dirt. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Castro now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Castellanos ranges back. Makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Out towards right center field. Buxton sprinting after it. Makes the catch. Out number 2. JT Realmuto steps in. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he chases a high fastball there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Lewis throws across the diamond. That is the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Trevor Larnach. Ross back to work. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Cut out and miss, struck him out. 1 away here in the 5th. And now Bader up to the plate. 1 for 2. Hit on the ground to short, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 in this one. Out in front and foul to the left side. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate. You got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And it's even up. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm goes on to first, and that is that. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. To the right side, Castro gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Trying to bunt his way on. France. And they put the tag on him for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Turner now. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very...
Lewis throws to first, and they get Turner. Top of the 6th inning. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. And they add a run. It's 5-1. And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Yeah, that's fouled off. 0-1 down.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground, right side. Stop. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 down, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. France in his 6th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 6-1. 2 outs, nobody on. So up next for Memphis. Righty reliever out of the pen, Max Lazar.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. The 0-2. And down on strikes. 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th inning. Now, Bryce Harper. Line drive. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Runner at 3rd. Nobody out. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellano. In the air out to center. Buxton pulls it down. Runner tags for home. He thought about tagging, but heads back to 3rd. So man aboard. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. One away with a runner at 3rd here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Harper stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And here comes Alec Bohm.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Grounds 1 to short. Correa zips it to first, and that will end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Rojas makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bader now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2-2 is the count.
And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging. Set for the last half of the 7th. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Late on that fastball.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Makes the grab, 1 away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. There's the strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
He swings and fouls one off. Oh, 0-2 now. This one popped up. Correa pulls that one down, and there's 2 away. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. That one fouled off. Realmuto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Squirts away a little bit. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. Realmuto runs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This to third. Lewis. That's out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Lazar back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And that is cut on and miss. And it's 0-2. And they'll do it again. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. Matt Wallmer getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jeffers, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ground ball up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. On the ground to the left, Correa. Fires across the diamond, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here is Bryce Harper, 1 for 3. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on strikes. And he lets the plate umpire know it. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Nick Castellanos.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Buxton makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Now here is Willie Castro. Kerkering, a 6'2 righty, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed to the left and foul. Gonna count 1-2. And that's in the dirt. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Harrison Bader. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second, and that's a double.
Wastes no time there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Correa in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball, that's in.
Runner at second, 2 down. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 strikes.
And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-1.
He was all over that one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Foul ball there. Kerkering throws over. Correa dives back in. Correa off of first with 2 away. Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Rojas sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
Not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust and they swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. The Twins up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Out to short, Correa. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. And now it's JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. Buxton moves under it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take this one in a blowout.
someone's lover, someone's other love. My mother was her son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, wrong, don't look like it's true, but young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent, man, hustling for rent. Gone end up looking like me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Put in my paces, put on my boots, I tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all that searching led back to me. Then someone's other love. My mother was her son. I did a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun.
Trey Turner at the plate.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Fought off foul. The pitch. Swings and misses. One out in the top of the first. Here comes Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. One out, bases empty. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. The other way. On to first. And Castellanos is out. And the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. First offering, and it just misses.
We're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Holiday aboard here at first with nobody out. Here goes the runner on the ground, and that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Runner takes off. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at first, one away. Nola throw to first. Holiday gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The shortstop takes the ball.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 1 out and a runner at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Adley Rutschman. And that is out of play. He's trying for third. Pitch is low to second, and that's not it. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And now the count is even. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back now at Oriole Park, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Kramer back to work. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Kerstad puts it away, and there's 1 away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Alec Bohm, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
To third. Throws to first in time. 2 gone. Max Kepler at the plate.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
And first offering is fouled off. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That one felt good, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. So 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field, and that'll do it. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy, and the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the third time a charm, Boo?
I don't know. They certainly hope so, but goal number 1 is to win the division and avoid that wild card altogether. Swing and a foul straight back. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
the first baseman.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
0-1.
0-1 now. Ball one there. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and two strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Laureano comes up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
The plate, ball
Heston Kjerstad stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's
Ball
off the inside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Tying run and scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch misses. And now 3-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Third out, and that ends the frame. And we're back on to the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Bunting, and it's in the air. And they tag him out. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Swings through that one for strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, out to short. And he can't get back to first in time as the big turn costs him. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. And the 0-2. And a weak ground ball to the left side. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down the line and got the infield knock.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Moved to first. And Turner's back in. Turner off of first with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Gone into the flag cord. He sends it out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. So 2 away with nobody on. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. And Castellanos is out. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
He's safe on with a bunt single. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner at first with no outs here. Just missed. And that one missing low. Check swing, and he went. That is strike two.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that.
Runner on the go. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Nola fires. Runner goes again. In the air, right side. Castellanos settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Henderson goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. The 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. And strike two.
2-2 the count.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Rutschman in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. In the air, left side. Kepler brings it in, and that ends the inning. On to the 4th. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Here's the 0-2. Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped to third. Whips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Now batting Max Kepler. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Did not go. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 2-0. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the play. 2 down. Here's Ramon Laureano, and he's already singled in this game. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. That's out to center field. Rojas makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's JT Realmuto. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fly ball down the line. Kjerstad on the move. And out number 1 on the grab. This is Bryson Stott. 0 for 1 so far. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's 4-2. Base is empty, 1 away. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. First pitch, just misses.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position.
Oh, diving stop. On the money. Nice play. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner digs in now. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
And now it's even up. Hit hard on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Nola back to work. Ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. At the plate, Jordan Westburg, 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Castellanos makes the grab for the second out. Gunnar Henderson will hit next. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Rojas, long run, brings it in for the third out. Back now at Oriole Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. Tap foul at the plate. Soto, a 6'1 lefty, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Harper is gone, 1 down. Nick Castellanos getting ready to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
1 ball.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Now one
Ball
missed.
2.
And it remains 2-2. In the air, center field. Kjerstad giving chase. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's 2 away. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Laureano. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And the batter now, Cedric Mullins. And that one fouled off. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 4-3. 1 out, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Ramon Urias. There's a strike. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one misses. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. That's in there, and now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Center field. Rojas under it. makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Alec Bohm.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 51, Matt Bowman.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Mullins moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. 2 out. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Next
One ball,
offering down
2
low
strikes.
and in the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Mullins hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Laureano. Now he steps off. Jose Ruiz taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ball
Inside,
one,
ball
no
one.
strikes. Just
that's down.
missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. Just missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs, runner at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. And fouled off.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base.
Mateo runs. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and a foul ball. Runner on the go again. Bunt attempt misses. Throw save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swinging a foul out of play. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Missed inside with the curve. Check swing, called strike. Next pitch misses inside. And the count now even up. Upstairs. Caught him looking for the K. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 5-4. Hitting the air out to center field. Rojas on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Bryson. Stop.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 74.
0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And ball 1. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So digging in, Johan Rojas has grounded out a couple of times. Swings through that.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Now fly ball to right center. Kerstead under it. Snags it for the second out. Trey Turner now 1 for 3. And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes. And
now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the inning, and now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. So they turn to their closer, Matt Strom.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Strom, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rojas in position. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Ramon Urias. Close but called a ball. Ball 1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now it's filled up.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Breaking ball in there. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that one is inside ball 1. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Into center. He's under it. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On to O'Hearn. Now only 1 out remaining. So up next, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Not
Ball
close
one,
with
no
that
strike.
one, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. Baker is just one strike away, and he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And he's got it. Ball game, and the Orioles